Lucas was the kind of person who always said, "I'll start tomorrow." Whether it was exercising, pursuing his dream of writing, or even spending time with friends, tomorrow always seemed like the perfect day. But somehow, tomorrow never came. Instead, Lucas spent his evenings scrolling through his phone, binge-watching shows, and convincing himself he was just relaxing. Deep down, though, he felt a strange emptiness. One day, he bumped into an old friend, Mr. Bennett, at the park. Mr. Bennett was in his 80s but full of energy, walking briskly and observing the world with curious eyes. Lucas, feeling sluggish, envied his enthusiasm. "You've got some energy, Mr. Bennett. I feel tired just looking at you," Lucas joked. The old man chuckled. "That's because I know the value of time, my boy. How do you spend yours?" Lucas hesitated, embarrassed to admit the truth. "I guess I don't really think about it. I just live." Mr. Bennett smiled knowingly. "Come with me tomorrow morning. Let me show you something." Curious, Lucas agreed. The next morning, Mr. Bennett took him to an old building. Inside was a room filled with clocks of all shapes and sizes. Each clock had a name on it. "What is this place?" Lucas asked. "This," Mr. Bennett said, "is the Hall of Time. Each clock shows the remaining time of a person's life. See that one over there?" He pointed to a clock with his own name on it. "That's mine. It's still ticking because I make every second count." Lucas's eyes widened. "You're saying we all have one of these?" "Exactly. Time is the only thing we can't get back, Lucas. Most people waste it as if they have an unlimited supply. But here's the catch. Nobody knows how much they truly have left." Feeling uneasy, Lucas spotted a clock with his name on it. He approached it slowly, heart pounding. The hands on his clock were moving faster than he expected. "It's not real, is it?" Lucas whispered. "That depends," Mr. Bennett said, his voice calm but firm. "Do you live like it is?" Lucas couldn't stop thinking about his wasted evenings. For the first time, he felt the weight of every decision he had postponed, every dream he had set aside. Mr. Bennett placed a hand on his shoulder. "You don't have to be perfect, Lucas, but if you spend your time like it matters, your life will matter too." From that day forward, Lucas changed. He started small, waking up earlier, writing for 30 minutes a day, calling his parents instead of texting, and taking breaks from his phone. It wasn't easy, but every step felt like progress. When old habits crept in, he would close his eyes and imagine his clock ticking. That image reminded him that his time wasn't endless, and it pushed him to stay on track. Months later, Lucas was a different person. He wasn't just existing anymore, he was living. His book was taking shape, he felt healthier, and his relationships were stronger. Lucas realized that the secret to a meaningful life wasn't doing everything at once. It was making the most of each moment. Every small choice, every minute used wisely, added up to a life he was proud of. As Mr. Bennett had said, "Time is your most precious gift. Spend it wisely, and it will reward you endlessly."